Hello, little ones. Would you like to hear a story? I've got one for you. From Rolling with Remix. Long ago, the land of Ariane was governed by many majestic empires. The humans of the plains, the elves of the forest, the Oreads of the mountains, the Maro of the oceans, and the kobolds and Okiti taking what was left. But, as is so common amongst all with darkness in their hearts, those who had power would not be satisfied until they had more. War broke out, alliances being made and broken in a second, as the once civilized races slew each other in droves in vain attempts to get one more seat of power. The kobolds, on the brink of annihilation, sought out a new draconic god who would protect them. Instead, they found Jogotha. A powerful and terrible dragon, Jogotha cared not for the suffering of those around him. Taking advantage of the warring continent, Jogotha razed Ariane to the ground, seeking to carve a mighty empire in his name. A last desperate alliance stood firm against Jogotha, and after a terrible battle, the dragon was finally slain. With Ariane torn apart, and no one in any shape to continue the war, an armistice was reached, and the Great War ended. Now, many years later, Ariane has started to rebuild, and the age of clockwork has begun. And our unlikely heroes, gathered first to celebrate a harvest festival, may soon find themselves at the center of another war. Trevlon, the halfling bard.
I don't need sleep. All I need is a good case to follow.
Corellian, the kobold paladin.
I will not make the same mistakes again.
Malifane, the half-elf rogue.
I will find them. I will save them. Actions speak louder than words, boy.
And Momo, the Arakakra cleric.
If we have to fight, we will fight together.
From humble beginnings, these brave adventurers may soon find themselves the key to saving the fallen empires. Last time on Rolling with Remix, Fallen Empires. Malifane informed the others of his dream about Jogotha, and Bert, overhearing the story, said it sounded similar to an ancient battle known as the Massacre of Mabis, in which an alliance of elves and humans fought against a hobgoblin legion, and all of them were roasted by Jogotha's wrath. After Bert explained that Maggie Lionforge was actually there, our heroes decided not to ask her, but to go bother her friend Yelkin the elf instead. And unsurprisingly, when they woke him up from meditation, he did not seem all that eager to talk to them, so they finally went to actually talk to Maggie about it. Maggie held no fond memories of the battle, or what happened after, seeing it as just a distraction to keep her and her forces busy after they wiped out the Scarlet Snakes, and seeing the medal she got for bravery as just a participation trophy for surviving, but losing her eye in the process. After the meeting, Malifane rationalized that, though no one seemed to have any idea why he dreamed of Jogotha, his dream of Rankol proved more or less an accurate omen. The party then split up, with Malifane and Corellian going to visit Ari at the river. In the course of apologizing to her for making a lot of noise last night, and saying that she would eventually have a house to herself, the question came up about what Ari's problem with the Maro was. She explained that long ago there wasn't a lot of difference between merfolk and Maro. However, the Maro decided to dive deep, deep below the waves, and found an idol to the Prince of Demons. While it was thousands of years ago, the warp that consumed the Maro, Ari was convinced, was still there, even if they tried to hide it beneath a veneer of civility. Though she admitted they didn't actively worship the Prince of Demons now, they did worship the Nereid, which she said were still pretty bad. After all, put anything meaty enough in front of them, and it'll look like bait. Meanwhile, Trevlon and Momo, after trying to gather information and realizing that information needs time to gather, had a chat about faith, belief, and all that. With Momo expressing doubts that he could even follow the teachings of Malil anymore now that Arias was gone, and Trevlon positing that Arias would be proud if Momo devoted himself to Sirenita, the goddess with the actual avatar inside Momo's amulet. They then went to talk with Jennifer, one of the ghosts of Baton Rance Hall, who unsurprisingly was very angry that the trapdoor she had sealed up had been opened and Lord Battenrance was loose. They talked about how to lay ghosts to rest, and unsurprisingly found that it was very, very difficult to do so if they were not willing, and asked Jennifer to keep an eye on Lord Battenrance while they studied exorcisms somewhere that wasn't Battenrance Hall. This did not stop them from talking about exorcisms in Battenrance Hall. Just before sunrise, Momo and Malifane met up for some training with the shortbow, trying to shoot apples off of tree stumps. It took them a while to get it right, Momo's feathered fingers not particularly being suited for shooting a bow. But Malifane passed on Quintessa's teaching, which was in turn passed on to her by her father, and Momo seemed pleased by the results, even if naturally they didn't get much sleep, being woken up by construction the next morning. The next morning, Kailani alerted the heroes that he had indeed been called to the City of Shimmering Lights to deal with the situation between the Maro and the kobolds there. And they quickly packed their stuff and accompanied him on the road to the city. After a relatively uneventful trip, just before our heroes entered the city, they stopped Kailani and asked him about what Ari had revealed about the Maro. He got quieter than usual, and then told him that he knew people didn't really trust the Maro, what with their sordid history. But he had faith. He had always had faith, and, truth be told, a bit of love, after seeing one of the Nereid in person, and dedicated his life to trying to prove that not only could the Maro believe in, and dedicate their lives to, a higher cause, but there was more to them than what was in their blood. He further explained that the Nereid didn't have physical bodies per se, so they took over and transformed the bodies of various races of the sea throughout the 10 realms. When asked if the merfolk that made Queen Arista's current body was willing, he seemed confused, wondering why anyone would choose not to dedicate their lives to have a goddess work through them. Our heroes decided that this was not worth arguing with Kailani about, as they still had the matter of how to get into the City of Shimmering Lights when the High Priestess hated them and wanted them dead. What will be our heroes' plan? Who will they side with when they get inside? And will they truly be able to remain a neutral party for long? Find out on tonight's episode of Rolling with Remix, Fallen Empires.
Nice. Welcome to Fallen Empires. Joining me, as usual, is my lovely cast of characters. We've got JoJo.
Nice.
We've got Scott.
I love the aesthetics of the zodiac. In fact, if you turn the Cancer sign sideways, you... Oh, nice.
We've got Atlas.
Nice.
And we've got Walrus.
Nice.
Welcome
Shove
to
it in there somewhere.
Welcome to a very nice episode of Fallen
You never
Empires.
cease to make me laugh, Boris. I hope you do.
Nice.
You have a
I
power
try
that
very
nobody
hard.
else has.
So, you might notice the thing that's scrolling up at the top left of the screen. It's not supposed to be doing that because this shit is paused. But that is a now playing scroll. It will let you know what music is playing. So spoilers, I guess. The Cove Battle from Darkest Dungeon is going to be playing at some point during this chapter. Whoops.
Yay!
Well.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Now, why would the Cove chapter be playing? I don't know. Maybe because the party is at the gates of the City of Shimmering Lights.
Find out.
Oh boy. And last we left them, they were coming up with a plan to get into the city. The gates appear to be open, so they could walk in, but last time they were there,
No!
didn't go so well.
Yeah, and I'm sure it would go even worse if we tried walking in now with me in tow.
What? No, it's fine. It's fine.
I should just never set foot in a city again at this point. Just live out in the woods or something.
If we're going in, then you're gonna come with us. I'm sure that it'll be okay.
I'm sure that it won't be okay. I mean, it's one thing that we're already very recognizable because of you, but add me on top of it with the current tensions from, well, what we've been hearing about, and I doubt that it would be a good idea at all.
What do you do?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? I was knocking about the idea that, well, I could say that, has Kailani gone in yet?
No.
'Cause-
He looks over at all this and is like, technically speaking, I could probably walk in no problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need me out here, or?
I don't see any way that you could help us that would end up, well, it would probably be better if you weren't involved in helping us.
We don't want to
At
get
this
you in any
point.
trouble.
Fair enough, and much obliged. I'll be on my way then.
Good luck.
Take care,
Later.
Kailani.
All right. And Kailani walks into the City of Shimmering Lights.
At least he'll be okay.
I could say I was summoned as a diplomat.
You think that will fly?
Probably not.
It's worth a shot. Anything's worth a shot right now, isn't it?
Yeah, assuming that the few months we've been gone has been long enough for the, well, assuming there are no standing orders to arrest us on sight or anything like that.
Why would there be?
Well, the last time we left wasn't necessarily under the best circumstances.
I mean,
We basically got out of here on a whim.
but we did help. Like, we got rid of the Blackwater, we got the Maristas approval. At least I think we did.
I don't know if
More
I'd
or
call it approval, maybe mild amusement at best. We helped Mizuko and his daughter, and the council wasn't keen on it. He was basically the only person we ended up convincing at that point. And what the High Priestess says goes from, last time we were here.
So in other words, the Queen's word isn't necessarily rule. Am I understanding that right?
Well, when it came down to it, yes, what the Queen said went. But I don't feel like the Queen troubles herself too much in the mundane goings-ons of day-to-day life, if you catch my drift. So, unless anyone has any better ideas, I could say that I would be willing to try and work through negotiations as an intermediary. Maybe I would summon in by the kobolds or something like that.
Diplomacy is our safest option. I fear that if we take any other approach, we'll be met with even more hostility than if we tried otherwise.
Fortunately, probably right.
So, how fortified is the city gate and, the surrounding area? How hard would it be to sneak into the city, just hypothetically speaking?
Make an investigation check. Being that you're not exactly the best at stealth, you're not exactly sure how effective a sneaking strategy would be to get into the City of Shimmering Lights.
We could try and get an in through the oil rig, although that would open up the whole can of worms of getting to the oil rig.
It's like I said, if we try any other approach, I fear we're going to be met with more hostility. Our best bet is just to attempt at the normal approach.
Do you mind if I actually draw something for you really quick?
Please.
Yes.
Sure.
You are at the green X. City of Shimmering Lights is this circle. Oil rig is the second circle with the X in it.
Mm-hmm.
It would be above us. That'd be a hell of a trek.
You'd have to, go all the way around the city and just swim out to the oil rig and be like, I got in this way!
A lot of trouble for a...
I took Skynet!
Well, Momo can fly. Snolgu knows him. Presumably she's out here, but I guess you're right.
I may have been slightly away metaphysically whilst this conversation was happening. Do we know that we're going to be met with outright hostility when we walk in?
Not 100%, but
Is it unfair to assume that?
Well, okay, this is the thing. Yes, the High Priestess, by and large, hates us, but we got let off. We're not criminals. I mean, yes, it's a tense situation.
we are we broke into the house of.
Okay, let me try that again. We're reformed criminals. We're not going to do it again. And yes, they may have hard feelings, but they don't have a right to arrest us like as we walk in. Then again, that didn't really stop.
He has a point. Wouldn't it be unethical and unfair to arrest us, even though we've been let go with a warning or so?
Since when does any of that matter?
Yeah, I was going to say that happened. We thought that last time when we went to Modi'le, and that happened. It was a fun couple of days.
Weren't expecting that, so.
We're not. Neither are we necessarily expecting it here, but we are.
Like I said,
No,
continue.
The thing that's bothering me is that we don't really know what the hell's happening in there, do we? We can speculate and we can think, oh, there's going to be a war happening, oh, there's tensions brewing, but we don't. This isn't like the bit in Port Mirandu. What we had then, we had to kind of figure out what the hell was going on. We learnt that the Okiti were brewing Red Death, and then we learnt that the Port Mirandu officials were basically going to firebomb the whole place. But the only way we learnt that is by going in and asking. And until we figure those things out, we don't really have a thing to do.
Alex, can we hear anything from outside? Like, can we hear what's going on in the city at all?
Make a perception check.
Allow me.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage.
Thank you.
Go for it, buddy.
Perception.
Natural 20, nice! You're standing outside the city in a thunderstorm. Did you fucking think you'd be able to hear anything? If you want to figure shit out, you gotta go in there.
I don't know why
Even
you're
with a
being so
natural
aggressive
20.
to me.
Even with a natural 20. 31%.
Do I get any sort of anything with that, even if it's not related to the situation at hand?
The dawning realization that the DM was fucking with you when he called for a perception check outside the city.
You know what? That's valid.
Don't know why you're being so mean to me.
So
You hear your god laughing at you.
Malifane feels a sense of pride for a split moment, and then sadness.
So basically, you're of the opinion that it's sort of a can't assume the door's locked situation.
We have to try. But there is one thing we can do whilst we're here, before we do anything else. We need to we need to figure out who the major players are going to be in this operation. If we need to convince people, we need to start thinking of ways to do that. And I don't know. Who do you think is instigating on either side the conflict?
Well, Snolgu wants to withdraw, the council doesn't want her to withdraw.
Okay, right. So we're going to be having to... Council's going to be a big... another place where we have to try and convince. I mean, we nearly did it last time.
I don't know about
Never
that.
know. Hey, we got some good words in. So that was something.
Mizuko heard what he wanted to hear, I don't know about the rest of them.
Fair. I mean, the military lady liked us.
I mean, that can talk shop.
You can.
And we don't have that anymore.
That's true.
Alright, well, we do have some knowledge, even if it is limited. What we know is that there's been some kind of breach on the oil rig, and the Maro are upset about that. So that's something to go off of.
Yeah, it is. Tricky. I think just reminds me that it's going to be even harder for us to convince the Maro that we're on everybody's side, considering what happened.
Is there anything that we should do to them? Like, hey, we did this, let us in, or something like that?
Yes, we did the thing that you were opposed to us doing.
If we're going to be convincing them of anything, it's that oil rig's a bad idea from the start.
Like I said
And
before,
God knows I'm going to do that.
like I said before, if we try taking any other approach other than diplomacy, there's going to be even more dirt on us. All we can do is just walk in those gates and see what happens.
It's fine. Let's waltz in. Who knows? Maybe we're here on business from Batarans or something.
We're here with Kailani. We're his protection at the moment.
He already walked in.
Fuck. Well, I guess... I guess we're walking in as a bunch of goof-asses per usual. That's fine. We're good at
We're
being
here to
goof-asses.
spend money.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
Hell of a time to spend money, but let's do it.
Tourism!
So as the goof-asses realize that perhaps they did have a plan that involved Kailani, immediately after sending Kailani in, they waltz through the gates of the City of Shimmering Lights. It's fairly busy, all things considered, though not on street level. You see flashes of movement going, like, under you and below you and to the side. So you look down, and passing through the water and under, like, crystalline bridges are a whole lot of Maro shapes, swimming out, mostly to the north, towards the oil rig, based on my amazing map skills. Some going, like, east and west, crisscrossing the city as you go. Where exactly are you trying to go first? Because I think you waffled between trying to see the council and going to act like you're here to spend money!
I think that people are ready to do something drastic. Let's talk to the council now. I think.
Cool!
Yes.
Alright. You head in that direction, and within, like, a minute, some above-ground Maro look over, see you, do a double take, and one yells out in Aquan, "Got one on the shore!"
What?
What?
Trevlon immediately raises his hands and would like to roll persuasion as he says, "We're not from the oil rig. We're not here to do any harm. We just want to talk to people to figure out what's going on. We want to help."
Alright. Go for it.
Oh, I didn't even need to do that with advantage.
Alright, I'll take the 15. As you hold up your hands, you try saying this, but there are a lot of splashes and thumps as more Maro jump up from the water, land around you, and, hold harpoons all in your direction. You don't think they heard over the din of jumping out of the water and getting into battle-ready position.
Good. What time of day is it?
It is the middle of the night.
Evening all! Glad to see everybody's doing great. We're not here to cause any harm. We want to help if we can. We'd like to, if possible, chat to the council. Big ask, I know, but we have information they might find useful.
And as you mentioned talking to the council, they look over at your group, they smirk, and one of them says, "You'll come with us, or you will die."
Understood.
Fair enough.
He's very persuasive.
Yeah, death is a pretty big persuader.
Alright. So, they take you towards the council chambers, but before they actually get in there, they veer off to the left and escort you onto a platform overlooking the water. One of them goes over to a mechanism and turns a crank on it, and several hooks on a overhanging line over the water, reel in over the platform. The Maro, being fairly beefy, start picking all of you up and tying you by the hands to the hooks. Do any of you want to try fighting this?
No.
Can Trevlon roll investigation to figure out what the hell has happened?
Insight.
Insight.
I'll give you advantage.
Okay, roll again.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, they are stringing you up, probably to torture you for interrogation.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, frick.
Don't fight it. It'll make it worse.
All right.
All they want is to talk.
Listen, I'm here to offer my services. I'm not exactly...
Crank, 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 and the hooks with you on them just go out along the line and over the water. One of the Maro turns to you and is like, "Now I'm going to make this very clear. You're going to answer a few questions, and if we don't like the answers, you take a dive." He pulls a lever, and Corellian, the hook holding you, shoots down and drops you immediately into the water. A few seconds later, they pull the lever back up, and you come back up, gasping for air.
Ask Wayne.
All right. And then the Maro grins. "Oh, well, far be it from me to ask questions of the people who have personally offended our priestess." And he steps over to the side, and the High Priestess opens the door into the council chamber, looks over at all of you, and smirks.
Ah, piss.
Mal doesn't say anything, but he does roll his eyes.
Okay, this will be good fun. Right.
Well, well, well. Look what washed back up onto shore. Honestly, you people must be stupider than I gave you credit for. Coming back after your many, many crimes against the council and then demanding our attention. Congratulations. You have it. Now then, any particular reason why I shouldn't just chum you up and use you as fuel for our soldiers?
We can help.
You had questions for us, didn't you?
Yes, and that's question one. And she pulls a lever and dunks Malifane into the drink.
Okay. You alright, Mal?
Is the water cold or...
It is freezing cold in there.
Oh, fan-fucking-tastic!
Now, consider myself very merciful, because these first few, who knows? Our men might not even notice they're down there, but when they do, well, let's just say we fast ourselves before we head out to battle. I'm going to ask again, why do you think I should listen to you and not kill you right now?
We have
I have the
diplomatic
ear
ties
of the leader
to...
of the kobolds.
Yeah.
Oh, you do,
That.
do you?
I do. And I have no love for the rest of them.
Well, now that is interesting, she says, folding her arms beneath her head and smirking very sinisterly. I'm not even gonna have you roll insight for that. This woman is fucking evil.
Oh, what a fuck jerk.
You see, ever since she assumed command of the rig, we've been having nothing but insubordination over there. All we want is for the kobolds to deliver what they promised, and apparently that's just far too much to ask. So when we send people to try and enforce the contract, what do the kobolds do but set up defenses all around our waters? Siege weaponry to blow us into little chunks. We want what is ours. That is not so much to ask, but some people are just so unreasonable. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, sounds typical.
Yeah.
Now then, if indeed you do have the ear of the High Priestess, then it should be no trouble for you to get to the rig, bring her here, and then we can let the others know what happens when you disagree with us.
Yeah, it's reasonable enough.
And then she turns to the rest of you. So are you just following this one like little sheep, or do you also agree with this plan?
We're a team,
Two.
so...
Yeah. I trust Corellian. I'll go with it.
Agreed.
Excellent. Now then, she claps her hands, says, fetch the banner in Aquan to one of the Maro attendants, and he dives into the water for some reason or another. Now, I can't exactly say something about the rest of you, but for you, she says, turning to Corellian, it might be helpful if you had some indicator that you weren't with them. That way, when you sail or swim or however the hell you plan to get there onto a battleground, we don't rip you apart on sight.
Aye, that would be appreciated.
Let it not be said I'm not a generous woman.
Of course
I
you are.
want to see if she is a generous woman. No.
Of course she is, man.
Of course she is, Malafane. Roll an insight check.
Should I do it? I mean, I was joking, but...
Means you want to figure out the depths of her depravity? Go nuts!
I know she's insane. I just want to see how insane. So
Yeah,
fuck
go
it.
for it. Oh, yeah. This woman is not offering a deal. She is giving orders. And like you sense she 100% intends to kill you if you deviate from any of them. This woman is batshit fucking crazy, and you are in a very bad position right now.
Malafane's hands are tied. Are his legs free?
They are.
Malafane is holding back the urge to drop kick.
How would you do?
We're over the water.
You're over the
I
It's a
water.
combination of over the
I
water
know.
and hanging by
I
foot.
know.
Oh, I see. Resisting the urge to try.
Yes.
Yep. All right. You launch yourself directly into the water, but it's an awesome
You said
drop kick.
resisting.
I know. I wanted to make a joke because
He did a humor.
I did the humor. All right. A few minutes later, the same Maro from before surfaces and tosses a red cloth emblazoned with some sigil or another you don't quite recognize, and tosses it up to the High Priestess, who holds it up, turns to Corellian. Wear this, I don't care where, around your neck, around your wrist, wherever it'll stick. And hopefully you won't die out there.
Your generosity is both much appreciated and undeserved.
Thank you. I was beginning to think you people didn't know what respect was.
Our apologies for interrupting you at this time of night.
Of course. And she turns around, waves an arm, and chunk, 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 chunk. You are slowly pulled back from over the water and unceremoniously just dumped on the ground.
That's not scary at all. No. Deep water? No. Fine. Perfectly fine.
Okay then.
Carlian's probably the first to stand up and acquire said banner that was so graciously offered
Cool.
by the High Priestess.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll tie it around my neck.
Awesome. Congratulations, you got a cape that lets Maro know, please no eat me.
I'd sink like a stone anyway.
Kobolds are friends, not food.
This one.
Give it a minute.
Oh.
Traveler would like to wrap the banner around his arm, like a nice little neckerchief.
All right. You walk over to Corellian, untie the
Oh,
banner.
there's only one of us. Oh, didn't understand, didn't get it. Got it. It was just the one.
You're not,
I lost the brain cell.
you're not the person
It's
who
my turn!
killed on
Momo's
sight.
turn. Or Jojo's turn. Oh, yeah.
You are less likely to be killed on sight without it.
As this is happening, Travelon looks to Momo. I would like to communicate telepathically, because that's a thing I can do. I don't even need to point or cast messages for this. I could just do this. And
Yay.
Travelon says to Momo, "Don't say anything. Both of us need to send messages to people we trust. We need to get a message to Snalgu, and we also need to get a message to Mizuko. we can decide later who does what.
Agreed. Roger that.
Great.
Alright. Eventually you realize the Maro are not untying you, so, that's a problem.
Can I try and use sleight of hand to...
Yeah, absolutely.
No, don't.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Trevlon also...
No, never mind. It's okay. Got it.
So what's Trevlon gonna do?
I was just going to say Trevlon probably also adds, don't try and run just now. Trevlon looks to the guards and says, if we're going to make a go at persuading them, I think it would work better if we didn't look like, captives. I'd like to use my inspiration for this.
Okay.
Persuasion.
Nice!
Oh!
Ooh.
Alright. The guards roll their eyes, but eventually they pull out jagged-looking daggers and just slice through the ropes.
Thank you.
Much obliged.
Right. Where are we off to then? Boat, what are we doing?
Well, if something approaches the oil rig under cover of night, then they're more likely to blast it out of the water than anything else. I vote that, well, with seeing as the High Priestess has been so gracious as to allow us to go through with our plans to assist her, that we spend the night, spend our money, and head out first thing in the morning.
I endorse this plan.
I agree. Good plan.
Would Trevlin be able to roll, I guess, would it be insight to figure out if our tension's so high as to make things, are things going to go down tonight? Will war happen if we don't do anything?
Go for it.
Rolling normal insight, baby!
Absolutely shit's gonna go down.
Oh no!
Gentlemen, I don't think we have time to nap.
What's that?
Is the High Priestess in earshot?
High Priestess walked back inside.
High Priestess is not going to give us that amount of time. She is letting us try, but she's not letting us, do this under any other circumstances other than her, word. She's not patient. She wants this done.
Alright.
So we need to try and let people know that we shouldn't be shot down if we go sailing a boat in the middle of the night. And on that note, Trevlon looks to Momo at this. Send a message to Snalgu. Let him know that we need to come and talk, and that we're going to be having a little boat coming out. The Maro aren't going to eat us, so tell her to not shoot us also.
Roger. And he does so.
Yay.
What's the message? You have 25 words. You need to specify because I think you
Get that 25 words in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can I just say that I
That was
said
not 25 words.
That was not 25 words.
No. Can I, just summarize it in 25 words and send it?
You have to say what the message... You have to write it or say it. You can't just say, I summarize.
Nope.
Why are you so cruel to me? I've been able to before. Okay.
Pretty sure
Because your
before
summaries-
I was counting the words.
Yeah, because you counted the words before, and the summary was less than 25, when expanded, less than 25 words. Trevlon gave you way more than 25.
Yeah, that's not...
Okay, alright, I got this.
Okay.
Smalgu, it's Momo. We're coming out to see you guys. Please don't shoot us down. There's a small boat with us in it. We
Okay.
just want to talk.
Okay, that just barely made it under.
Yay!
Cool.
Alright.
Alright. After a few minutes, you hear Snalgu. Kinda busy here, kid. Can't exactly spread that word. Good luck.
Fuck. Alright, another idea. We have a friend on the inside who could possibly help us get on the rig like they did last time. So, one moment, and Trevlon would like to cast Sending himself this time, using his fancy book, which he has, which allows him to do this. Let me just... How many things of Bardic lore is that?
That is
Sending
3 charges.
3 charges.
Hey, out of character, real quick question. Who are you sending to right now?
Mizuko.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. It's not... Yeah, I'm sending this to the Queen.
Well,
Feel
I mean, Zatzag is an option. Since
That
he's
is-
captain of the guard and all that.
Don't know if he's going to be busy too, but Mizuko, I think, is a good bet. He is at least going to be the guy to talk to on this side to make sure we don't get everybody killed. Right. Let me think. Message. Mizuko, it's Travelon. We're here in the city. We want to stop the war. We need to get on the rig to do so. Can you help?
You hear back, I'm sorry, can I what? If you're asking for a boat to stop the kobolds, you have access to it.
Yay!
You
Right.
went over the 25, my boy!
Well, you know what? It happened. We got the boat. But we don't know where it is. Shit. Where was it last time?
They
Probably
do...
on the docks next to his house?
Yes, where it was last time.
Well, we're going back to his house, fellas.
It's always nice to see a friendly face.
If he's going to be there, we'll find out, I suppose. Fuck, there's no other reason for me to not message to give this a go. As we're walking, Trevlin would like to cast message again, but this time to try and talk to Snalgoo.
Okay.
Why Snulgoo? Just
Not Snalgoo.
Zatzag.
Zatzag.
sorry, I just that's
No, don't trust.
Okay.
Atlas, if you hadn't have told me, Alex would have definitely fucked me. So, correct.
I mean, his episodes this season.
Zatzag's is our man. We got this. Okay. Right. Message is this. Zatzag, we are coming onto the rig to talk. We are coming by boat. It will have a green light. Don't shoot us.
You hear back, don't shoot the boat! Got it!
Yay!
All right.
I fucking love Zatzag.
You know what? I think he got the message. So...
Zatzag doesn't shoot the boat, shoots the people in the boat.
Fuck!
We're gonna have to hope that he can read between the lines that we're gonna be doing.
Alex,
Well-
please be merciful to us.
Well, we stopped one civil war, let's do another one. Come on, everyone.
Oh boy.
Guys.
Alright. You head through the City of Shimmering Lights over to Mizuko's house and head around to the back where his private boat is sitting at a dock. At the bottom of the boat, you look over, there is a rough map of the waters north of the City of Shimmering Lights. It appears to detail a couple of weapons platforms that the kobolds have set up. There are 3, and it looks like the most direct path to get to the oil rig is past the central weapons platform.
Past the weapons center, shuttle weapon platform. And they know not to shoot us. I hope.
I'm pretty sure the priestess said something by now.
Well, I told them the green light's not to shoot. Let's hope he told people to not shoot us.
Let's hope what he said was accurate.
Yeah. Trevlon takes the illumination, a magic lamp he uses to sort of see secret things, and lets the sort of greenish flame sit at the Is there like a sail that he can hang it from?
It's a rowboat.
Who wants to hold this thing?
Momo raises his hand.
Nope. Anyone else?
Wait,
I'll hold
what?
it.
You are. Yeah, you've got armor. Yeah. Please don't get shot.
Think I'll
Please.
think so.
Okay. Great. Cool. This is a dumb plan, but when have we had a smart one?
We don't exactly
Yeah, now
have
that
very
you
many
mention.
we don't exactly have very many other options, do we?
We need to figure out what it is that needs to happen. We need to get both sides' opinions, and we need to figure out what we're doing. And let's do it.
All right. You sail out into the waters of the City of Shimmering Lights. Through the darkness, the wind, and the rain, you sail onward. As I look up the stats of a boat for reasons that are definitely not sinister.
Oh, Alex, please don't be mean to us.
I'm a dungeon master. Mean
Yeah.
comes with the territory.
Please don't be mean to us,
He's not
Alex.
mean, he's just arbitrating in the same way that the rest of the world would.
Yeah.
Yeah, the universe is cruel, not Alex.
Ariane sucks to live in. I just run its rules.
Yeah.
You all do know that I just pretty much said whatever I needed to say to get us out of there, right?
Of course. I don't... Mate, you understand that if we do this, I'm afraid I'm on Snargoo's side. If it's not looking like a neutral option's possible.
I mean, kind of same at this point.
I thought that was the obvious choice.
Yeah, from what we've seen, the most of the Maro are content to let their own folk die to the Blackwater, in pursuit of, whatever is dug up by the kobolds offshore.
Jewels, gems, maybe it was something worse. Maybe maybe it's a monument to the deep. Oh no, that would be sinister.
I don't want to picture that happening, though.
Let's-
What about
let's-
Kalani?
Yeah, I'm just thinking that he will not have a good
Let's
time
not
about all
focus
this.
on that right now.
Whatever
Let's
happens,
focus
happens.
on our mission. Yes!
Let's figure out what it is that the Maro even want, and see
They
if
want
it's
the
possible.
kobolds to keep drilling. The
But we
kobolds
need-
want to stop drilling. That's basically it. That's what it's always been.
There's something off about it. There's just something weird. It's not just Blackwater or gems. It's some... I suppose we'll figure it out, but
You think
In the meantime-
they're drilling in a place specifically is what you're saying?
I mean, Blackwater isn't exactly particularly nice stuff. Maybe something made it. Something evil. Speculation. Probably false. Let's just go, talk, and decide.
Right.
You continue sailing. As you look at the map, and look ahead, you realize there's really no stealthy way to get past the weapons platforms the way they're positioned. Your best option is sailing close to one of them, and because the central one looks to be the most direct path to the oil rig, I'm assuming that's the one you're taking.
Yeah.
Yep.
What did you do that prestidigitation or whatever to make this obviously more green? Just thought to be safe.
Yeah, Trevlon casts Prestidigitation just to make the flame a brighter green.
Alright. As you do so, Corellian, you hear some chattering up ahead in Draconic. Like, hey! I mean, are we going crazy or is that a ghost light out there? I mean, I don't know about you, but yeah, I definitely see it too. You think they hired
What are you saying,
mercenaries?
Corellian?
You think
Sorry,
they
what
hired
was that?
mercenaries? You think they're hiring mercenaries now? I mean, we got enough fish. We got enough dead fish out here that they're probably looking for other strategies. Whatever.
Ah, shit, they think we're mercenaries. We're not mercenaries! Brilliant shouts in Draconic, using as kobold of a dialect as they can get to.
Alright.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
No!
I don't think they heard you.
Yep, they did not.
Oh, fucking hell.
Alright.
I didn't select my token, I'm sorry.
What is my language?
Should I roll again, or...?
I'll add a turn for you.
God damn. Even with a bonus to my initiative, I still get...
You weren't prepared for this. It's okay.
I
don't
guess
think any
not.
of us were.
Well, some of you were.
All right. So, as you sail close, you see several Maro and fish-like shapes cutting through the water alongside you towards the weapons platform. Meanwhile, the kobolds see you sailing up on your boat, and one of them
Hey,
looks...
look! Sorry, continue.
I'm going to address this right now. That's the default merfolk token. I want
to
to
say,
use...
hey, look, there's Ari. Hey, look, there's also Ari. Hey, look, oh.
I'm not finished. I'm not
shit,
finished
they're
with my
multiplying.
joke and explanation. I ran into this problem because there's not a lot of merfolk or triton or Maro or whatever tokens. So I was like, these people aren't transformed into full-ass creepy Maro. Well, fuck, I guess everyone looks like Ari now. And that's the story of how I'm a lazy dungeon master.
You're so valid, though.
Uprising?
I'm not having to draw a million fucking Maro for
No,
3
just Ari.
episodes.
Just Ari.
Also, Ari.
Now, as I was saying, the kobolds see the approaching boat, and some more heavily armored ones that look to be kind of commanders, basically, of the whole operation, turn, shout orders, basically, load up, aim, get ready to fire. And,
Oh no.
I'll say that.
Yep.
Mm.
And then the southernmost one is going to move over here, plant a big ol' shield in the ground, and have a spear at the ready.
Oh. What do we do?
Quick question. So that entire, like, lighter area, that's the, sort of outpost thing, right?
So there are a couple of maps like these. The lighter area is ground. You can walk on that. Everything else is water that you'll need either a boat or magic to walk on, if you don't want to swim.
So,
Okay,
It's
thank you.
fucking cold, so.
so just to recap, because I was looking at my stats, I'm sorry. So everything here is stuff we walk on?
That is land. Yes, you can hop off the boat
Okay.
and onto that.
Thank you.
Okay. I was wondering why they were just floating in the water.
They're not. Chevlon.
Okay, can we see them, first of all? Are they shrouded in darkness, or are
You
they
have
visible?
the lantern up, and it's glowing pretty bright green, so...
Okay. Would trying to convince them not to shoot us take a turn?
Yes.
This is a difficult one.
Do I try charm person successfully this time, or do I try and convince?
So
They're
when you
already
cast
hostile
charm,
toward us, so...
and also when you cast charm person, don't they know that you've tried to charm them?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's why it's a big debate, I guess. Oh, fuck it! I'm gonna try and convince them. Firstly, Trevelyan turns to his party and says, "No killing," quietly. So, you know, they all hear it, but everybody else doesn't. He turns to the kobolds and says, "We are not here to harm you. We are here to negotiate. Please."
Corellian, hold up the flag.
I don't have a flag to. I hold up the lantern higher, I guess.
I think he's talking about the banner.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Definitely don't fly the banner. Definitely don't fly the banner.
No, the
Yeah,
banner's
that's only
around
for the
my
Maro.
neck. We're not flying that.
May I roll a persuasion check for that?
Go for it.
Alex. Please, fucking. Here we go.
Cross my fingers.
Yes!
Okay.
No, give it a minute.
It's not bad. You don't think these kobolds understand common?
Ah!
Motherfucker. Wait. No, there's no way I'm gonna be able to immediately slip that in as a psychic message, am I?
There's one person who absolutely knows Draconic and one person who kind of knows Draconic.
You make a good point. Trevlon would also like to give bardic inspiration to Corellian.
Good choice.
Okay. Alright. As you shout this out, you hear a loud clank, 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 clank from somewhere up north. You don't know what that is because you can't see that far, despite Roll20 being like, I'll put a spotlight up here.
Get light, horse!
Would it be smart to cast light so that they can see us better, or would that just make them
You're
more
pretty well
intrigued?
illuminated. You got a freaking lantern on your ship.
Okay.
Also, light is a touch spell.
Yeah, I touch myself or touch the boat so that they can see us better and see
Jesus
that we're
Christ, phrasing.
Corellian, if they don't believe us... Oh, you go first, Momo.
like... No, it was dumb. Just fucking...
Corellian, if they don't believe us, dim that fucking light.
Okay. So, Momo touches the boat to make it glow very, very brightly. And then Corellian, what do you do?
Alright, I will call out in Draconic and say, Nalgu and Zutzag are expecting us. Please don't shoot, we're not mercenaries.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage because Trevlon already tried shouting, and technically rounds take place over 6 seconds, so it's just a mess of that you're shouting at them.
There, persuasion? Question mark?
Persuasion disadvantage.
Plus D8.
Plus D8. I will roll a D8 on top of that.
Okay. Okay. Alright. One of the kobolds looks over curiously. Right as... Oh, wow, it's just illuminating all the kobolds that are on this map. Great, thanks. As his buddy finishes loading up the cannon, another one aims it, and noting how you never tried moving the boat, fires.
Shit.
Ah!
Oh, good.
BAM! It collides against the boat, which is very barely holding together right about now. The other two kobolds are going to pull out some slings, whirl them around, and hurl them at... well, currently all the targets look pretty good, so I'm just going to roll to see which one. One for Malifane, and then one for Momo.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, not for Momo. It's for Malifane and then Corellian. I don't know why I said Momo before because I was like, surely this will roll a 4. It didn't.
You're just bullying me now.
I am a meanie. Don't know why that has advantage. That was against Malifane and it missed. Yeah, and
Alright.
then this is against... Dink! It just kind of bounces off your full set of plate armor, and the kobold
what's
looks. The kobold looks down, embarrassed.
Oh.
It's okay, buddy. It happens to the best of us.
All right, and all the others are. You hear a couple more cannons being loaded up, and clunk, 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 clunk of them being aimed, but the rest are not close enough to engage you. So you get the feeling that is Kobold's turn. Malifane.
Malifane looks towards the kobolds, then holds up a smoke arrow and looks towards the party for approval. Just any kind of like non-verbal cue.
Just get off the boat.
Sorry, what was that?
Get off
the boat.
Malifane is going to take a leap, probably over here.
Cool. Yeah, you're
And
close enough to the shore that you can just do that, no check needed.
Okay. And fires a smoke arrow right here.
Cool. Alright.
And yeah, that's going to be his turn.
Let me just quickly note where that is. Da-da-da-da-da. Smoke arrow. That's what a smoke arrow looks like.
That is absolutely what a smoke arrow. Actually, is there anything else I can do? I'm just looking at one of my actions again. If you make it, no, it's if you make a melee attack. Okay, I'm good.
Alright. As the cannon fires, several merfolk leap from out of the water and are going to try and you see the shadows of two of them swim up north, but one is going to move over, pull out a harpoon, and try to spear the kobold in the back with it. Don't know why that had advantage either. I guess everyone just wants advantage nowadays.
They want the brain cell.
They want the brain cell.
They want the brain cell!
It jabs the kobold in the back, and he snarls, looks over, and shouts in Draconic, "We're being flanked!" Meanwhile, more Maro, off towards the northeast of you, are going to try and swim around this way. I need to double check their swimming speed, because I think it's a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah, they're fucking fish.
They're fish! Two of them surface, pull out harpoons, and are just gonna throw them up onto the shore at the kobolds that used slings. That's a miss. And that is a hit. It is embedded in the rightmost kobold's chest, and he is just gasping for air. Looks like he is barely hanging on.
Oh no.
Alright.
Alright. Meanwhile, the kobold captain turns to Malifane as he steps onto the shore, and is going to march over here, take a spear, and jab at him. This one will be with advantage, because kobolds have pack tactics!
Hey.
Hey! Somewhat. Wait, I said fucking advantage.
There it is.
Matches armor class.
Cool, that is a hit then. Dink!
The one time you need advantage, and that's the time it turns off.
Yeah. He just kind of jabs you in the side with the spear, and you look over like, what the fuck, man?
We're trying to help you, ass.
What's that? Uncanny dodge for one single point of hit points? Okay, if you're sure.
Okay. But then he's got to take advantage of the fact that, hey, wait a second. Maro are up here. I'm gonna spear me a fish. No, he's not. Wow. It is
He does not do that.
He does not, in fact, do that. Chevlon.
Trevlon turns to Krellian and says, "We fighting or running?"
I think we have to pick a side.
Trevlon nods and would like to
Malifane
cast.
says, whatever you choose, move now.
Trevlon would like to step off of the boat onto land.
Okay.
Consider your position carefully, I'm just saying.
Well, fucking alright.
Else is he supposed to step into the water?
Yeah. Into the people?
That's
I'd love to do
fair,
both.
that's fair. That's fair. I'm sorry.
You know what, I'll just move here. And oh, Lord forgive me for what I'm about to do. I'm gonna cast Shatter on these three here.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it with non-lethal damage.
I don't think we can come back to here again.
Nope. But we've kind of fucked it up already. We have to do this. I'd like to cast this at level 3. Actually, level 2. That's okay with you.
Cool.
Wait, why are we out of character? Why are we doing this?
What else can we do?
Not attack?
Okay, so out of character, we can either sit here and get killed by kobolds and sunk before we get a chance to get to the oil, or we can try to convince the kobolds that we're working with them by assisting them with the Maro so that we can actually get onto the oil rig, where there's somebody who's not going to kill us on first sight like the priestesses.
Maybe I shouldn't have shot that arrow.
That's my reasoning on this.
Did you actually shoot it at someone?
No, but I shot it where it would dispel smoke, so...
Maybe it's a... Oh. Maybe we can convince... Maybe it was the Maro who did it. We'll just have to try and show them that we're on their side. Oh, fucking never mind. I'll just cast Shatter anyway. We've already dug our graves. Might as well dig deeper.
Go time, boys!
No more debilitating. Shatter time.
Okay.
Shatter time.
Non-lethal, and I'm doing it. Let me just make sure.
Remind me
that's right.
again what the saving throw attribute is. Is it like strength or dexterity or?
I think it's Constitution. Let me just double check. Shatter is Constitution, and they take half if they pass.
Cool.
That's a fail. That's a fail. Whoa, bloodies.
Yeah. So all three of them failed.
Well, we did it. We destroyed everything.
This piercing sound rings through the air as the Maro just sees up from the sheer sound waves buffeting their nervous system and collapse, floating in the water.
Oh no.
Oh god.
They can breathe underwater. It's fine. Trevlon, did that kobold noticed, by the way?
It's kind of hard to notice a bunch of shit when there's cannons and fish and mercenaries flying everywhere.
Well, fair enough. Let's just hope that they heard that and saw that it was us helping them.
Alright. I need to double check a spell really quick.
Oh.
Oh, scared JoJo noises.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like concerned JoJo noises.
No, this is fear. This is true fear.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see here. A sharp bit of scrap metal flies through the air and embeds itself into one of the Maro.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's probably for the best.
Didn't take that into consideration.
It's a war, man. It's gonna happen.
Alright. While more fly over the water. And that is all you can see.
Oh, good golly goshness.
Wrong dead Maro. Wow, I can't believe that somehow happened. In the meantime, it's Momo's turn.
I'm gonna try and move the boat away. Actually, no, not that. I'm gonna get out.
Okay. You hop out of the boat, leaving Corellian there holding the lantern.
I mean, I assume
That's fine.
I assume that he's gonna get out anyway.
It's fine.
So,
Do what you do.
I mean, do you want me to help you?
Do what you do.
Do what you do, buddy.
If Malifane squinted really hard, could he, see or at least sense the general direction of any other cannons?
Sure, perception check.
Okay. Come on, stats. There we go. No perception.
I mean, I'm not saying that we had a map of them so we knew where they were in relation to each other, but...
It was a very crude map. It showed the location of the platforms, but not what was on them.
Yeah.
It looks like there is one additional cannon up here to the northwest, but there are also two smaller mounted mechanisms that look like way more compact cannons, basically.
Alright, Malphane's gonna
Wait, is it your turn?
No, it's Momo's.
No, I'm saying... No, this is a free action, it's a talking thing.
Okay.
You have 6 seconds if it's free action.
Malphane's gonna try and motion to Corellian on the boat just to go in the other direction, towards the right.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, Momo, what's the rest of your turn?
Stick with the group and get killed.
Do you want to do any spells?
I mean, what else, can I do? I mean, can I try and get this one with Toll the Dead or something?
You could, yeah, that's an option.
Alright, then that's what I'll do.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal, of course. I don't know how that's possible, but here we go. I'm gonna try.
Please describe to me how non-lethal Toll the Dead works.
Yeah.
So, it's just a boom, right? So,
Yeah.
say it just kind of knocks them unconscious for just a split sec, so they get distracted, and maybe a teeny weeny bit of damage because I'm feeling nasty today.
I'm not buying it.
Fuck.
Malphane jumps into the water in shame.
Okay, have fun with that.
Alright, cool. Corellian.
Right, this ship is sinking.
You might want to get off.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off. I'm not gonna bother with rowing it any which way, so I'm basically gonna hop to shore. That's 10 feet of movement. I'm going to angrily shout at the captain that he is a daft fool and that we're here under order from Zutzag, and then I'm going to go to about here, which I believe is the extent of my movement, and I am going to non-lethally throw a javelin at this Maro right there.
Cool. Alright, that is a hit. Bonk! You whack it in the back of the head, and the Maro goes down.
Sink, little man.
That's a lady.
Sink, little lady. There it is. Got it right that time.
You did it. I'm so proud.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. The kobolds look over, see that you are indeed fighting not them. Then they look over, see the banner around Corellian's neck, and quirk an eyebrow very, very strangely.
You do what you have to do to survive, come on.
Take the banner off. Take the banner off.
That's all the Maro are gone.
Alright.
Fair.
Cool. Don't mind me, I'm just adjusting some stuff on the map real quick for no particular reason whatsoever.
Nice.
Alright. That is done. So the kobolds are going to... You hear a cannon being whirled around and fired. And let me just see. Will this cannon... Oh my god!
Oh?
The Maro that they were aiming at towards the west ducks back underwater and avoids being freaking annihilated by a cannonball. While the other kobolds look over, slowly cough. You mind getting out of the way? We can't really turn this thing with you right here.
I'll duck, I'll crouch down. I'll basically drop prone for a half second so they can swing it over me.
Alright. They, whirl the cannon around. And because there's 3 of them, that's the number of actions it takes to fire a cannon. They're gonna try again!
Hell yeah, brother.
Are you sure you want to fire it just yet?
He knows how cannons work.
Shut the fuck up, Scott!
Yeah, shut up, Scott.
Nothing will ever go wrong.
That Maro is
Somebody's gonna get
gone.
hurt.
There's a pile of red mist in the water where that Maro was.
Feeding
Oh
you.
no.
Oh, yikes.
Ouchies.
Alright, and then the kobold that was hooked by the spear is gonna walk over, call the Maro a son of a bitch in Draconic, and stab it.
Good call.
Meanwhile, the kobolds are like, excellent, awesome! Now get ready to aim again. Poof! Smoke bursts from the arrow. What the fuck?
You know what happened to the last guy who called Marco a smoke cloud?
Yeah, you do.
So, quick question: is the smoke like emanating from the arrow, or is it like just a magical effect where it springs into existence? Or...
It emanates from the arrow.
Okay.
In that case, would it be too far-fetched for Malifane to try and grab the arrow and throw it in another direction?
If you can find it in the smoke.
Disadvantage on perception.
Disadvantage on perception.
Okay, let's try it. If my character sheet will load. There we go.
Okay. You ever try finding a needle in a haystack? I tried finding an arrow in a smokestack.
Oh! Okay.
Yep.
So no dice then.
You don't find it.
Okay. How much movement was that?
Let's see here. That is... I believe that was 15 feet.
Oh gosh, I actually don't know what to do right now. I hadn't considered that we were actually going to take a side. The blades are from the Junk Shaman. Can I see what that is over there? Or is
You're
that
in?
the Junk Shaman?
You're in the smoke cloud, so the answer is no.
Right.
No.
Right. How long will it take until the next cannon is shot?
They fire on the kobold's turns.
Cool. I'm just going to do what a rogue does and scout ahead. So I'm gonna have Malifane exit the smoke cloud and just run ahead. So 20, 25, 30, 35. Wait, dash. Yeah, dash, sorry. Just jump it, whatever.
Cool. Athletics check.
Cool. That's what I was afraid of.
You're very good at athletics, I thought.
What? No! God, no.
It's good at acrobatics.
Oh,
I'm gonna...
strong boy, let's do it. Come on, big boy. Come on, my big boy.
You can do it.
That's a 10.
You just barely jump across and you're like teetering backwards on the edge of the next island.
I'll take it.
He's an Olympian.
That was just the result you needed to get across the gap.
Okay. I think I have like 10 or 15 movement left, so I'll just... Yeah. I don't really know what else
Cool.
to do.
You run ahead to that particular platform, looks to be populated with more kobolds, including one on the... Well, not one, two on the smaller version of the cannon. And one that looks to be covered in scrap metal, waving a stick with a flaming spout on the end, with scrap metal knives twirling around him.
Is it aiming at anything in particular, or is it just whirling it towards like any marrow it can see?
Any marrow it can see.
Cool. Okay. This is fine.
Alright. Trevlon and Momo, behind you, you hear a splash as two Maro, holding what look to be tridents, but instead of 3 prongs, they look to have, like, several tentacles dripping off of them on the end instead, rise from the water, look at what's going on, notice dead kobolds, and hear Trevlon as he finishes Shatter, and one of them...
You mean Dead Maro?
Dead Maro, yes.
Dead Maro.
I'm very fucking tired, but what's going
You're
to...
so valid!
But what's going to happen is one of them is going to raise its tentacle staff, and then you hear a... as the water before them raises up and crashes against the shore.
Oh,
I'm going to need everyone... let me double check the area. 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, and 10 feet tall. Yeah, I'm going to need Momo and Malafane to make, I think, dexterity saving throws.
Oh,
Yes,
yay,
dexterity.
my favorite!
okay.
Dexterity saving throws.
I
Alright,
can
sick.
work with this.
Momo and Trevlon, actually.
Yeah.
You are safely out of range, Malafane.
Oh,
Fine.
I'm fucked.
damn it! I was hoping to finally use evasion.
I'm
No
going to
evasion for
die.
you.
Okay.
Fuck.
I'm not even going to bother rolling for the other kobold, because that's enough damage to straight up murder him as a wave of water crashes against the shore and slams into the kobold, like sending him flying into the drink and sinking down. And then let me double check tidal wave, because it also... oh yeah, it knocks you prone too!
Fucking
Thwomp.
Thick.
The both of you fall over as water buffets you, and you take 21 damage from it.
okay.
Oh.
And so does the kobold captain here. The kobold's not the kobold, the Maro's buddy, as I look over more of their spell sheets, is going to, look over and, chant a healing word to get the unconscious kobold. Why do I keep saying fucking kobold? Oh my god!
They both have scales, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Everyone is worthy of death in my eyes.
Well, it's good to know
These
you're
are
not.
just big scales.
All right. So, having wakened this particular Maro, the 2 spellcasters are gonna scatter in different directions. The one that cast Healing Word is going to look at the sinking boat, say screw it, and spear it, because why not? It's feeling vindictive.
I mean, good for us. They'll just think we're dead if we get out of this alive.
It does not manage to pierce the boat. It just whacks against it and goes, guess it's fine. Alright. So, having done that, the Maro wakes up, sees everything going on, goes, what the fuck? And then sees this kobold, is going to swim over, and attempt to grab it.
Oh.
So that is athletics, which is not trained in, for a 13, and acrobatics to slip out. Disadvantage. Yeah, the kobold is grabbed, and the Maro is going to drag him into the water
Oh.
and dive.
Oh.
Wow, they're jerkheads.
I mean, all of them are kind of jerkheads.
I feel.
Lonnie alone.
Meanwhile, Kalani's over here like, I'm just trying to have a good time.
And he feels
Hi,
so
Lonnie.
attacked right now.
Okay.
You hear more Maro swimming around and trying to spear some kobolds. Wait, that's the wrong character sheet. There we go. not with advantage, so just the 11 is not enough to hit. And they're gonna try again.
Oof.
Ah! And you hear a loud splash as a kobold gets run straight through with a trident.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so, Dragon Shield is going to try wriggling out against whatever the merfolk / Maro's grapple is. Spoiler alert, I used the merfolk stat block. Her. Ty, he does not break out, but he's also got to start holding his breath.
Oh.
So much for holding his breath!
Oh,
No.
fuck.
Yeah. I'm gonna yell out something in a language it might not understand. Fuck!
Oh.
He ain't fine.
He ain't fine.
Trevlon would like to use his movement to get not prone.
Okay. You stand up, that's half your movement.
Yeah. He'd like to move. Can he see the Maro and the... Is the kobold currently dead at the moment? Can he tell?
Make a medicine check.
One way to find out, baby. That's a good noise. Here we go.
Oh.
He's fine!
He's dead.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Screw this. Trevlon casts Eldritch Blast at this one. For the first Eldritch Blast, I should say, because they're going to be more than one.
Eldritch what?
Alright. Want to try that again?
Yes.
That one hits.
There we go. Yep.
From below, you can hear a cry that sounds vaguely like, "What the fuck, man?"
Did you just get read the complete words of Shakespeare? Dude.
What the hell,
These
game
blood
designers?
powers are weird. And Trevlon, at the end of all that, would like to move over this way. Away from that.
Alright. So, Malifane, since you can see the Junk Shaman now, you can see a couple of blades go whoosh, whoosh over that way. And that is... Hold on, slam attack with the bonus based on its size. These are tiny things, so whee! 1d20 plus 4. That's plus 5, but whatever, it still hits for...
I don't like this.
Stab. One of the Maros is just stabbed in the eye by scrap metal, and oh god, that sucks. Mozilla Firefox, what the hell? Why are you popping up a search bar when I didn't type Control F? And that is a miss to the other Maro. The other scrap metal blades are gonna keep swirling around this guy as he cackles with glee. He's having a great day. Alright. Momo!
Okay, so I'm gonna become unprone.
You stand up!
Did it. Okay, and then I am going to cast Scorching Ray at this one.
Cool!
Okay.
I'm so proud of you for remembering it hits 3 times.
Yay!
Well done, buddy.
The last...
Roll damage for 2 of them?
You roll damage for 2 of them, as the other one kind of hits you to try and warm you up from being hit with a wave of cold water.
Ow!
The others strike the Maro, who looks over at you and looks very, very displeased. Do you want to move? Other than standing up?
Yeah, I am gonna. Go right there.
Cool. Alright. Corellian.
Since I'm in the smoke cloud, can I see the arrow and where the smoke is coming from?
Make a perception check.
Cool, give me a sec.
You hunker down low to the ground and you see damn well where that smoke is coming from.
Cool, so what I want to do is I want to grab the arrow and basically plunge it into the water so that the rest of the kobolds have line of sight with their camp. Would I be able to do that?
Cool. Yeah, you just toss it away and the smoke cloud follows it down.
Is there anything else that I would be able to do, or no?
You can still move, obviously.
In that case, I will move closer to these two.
Alright. Cool. Alright, let me just double check which Maro would get stabbed, because I missed a couple. Whee! The kobolds once again wheel the cannon around. Get out of the way first!
Hey.
Oh.
And open fire on the Maro priest. Bam! Oh yeah!
Yes!
She
Oh, fuck yes!
she is super dead.
Fuck yeah!
And then, let me see what this guy can do. He can offer moral support to his buddies. While other kobolds are going to... Malifane, you can see the two directly north of you grab onto the gun, one loads it up, one aims it on some sort of mounted swivel, and is going to fire up into the Maro up there.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Yes!
So while it doesn't just completely eviscerate the Maro like a cannon shot would, these mounted guns are very, very powerful.
I see.
Yeah. Oh wait, sorry, no. One more, because there's another swivel gun mounted up there. Gonna wheel around and fire at the one that the animated blade missed. Oh my god! That Maro is just a master of evasion, apparently!
Fucking shit.
You bleeding idiot!
Yeah.
You bladed idiot!
Now it is Malifane's turn.
Okay. Remind me, this was the one that casted Tidal Wave again?
Yes.
Okay. Malifane is going to move into position, and since he has access to rakish audacity, he is going to fire an arrow at the Maro. Arrow
Cool.
Maro. That wasn't a pun, but I'm going to treat it as such.
Waka waka.
Waka waka. Let's fire this thing. Robo, go.
Make some fish and chips.
Oh, fuck!
Ouch.
Cool. That's a hit. I don't think it would provoke sneak attack, because that's for if you're within 5 feet of it.
Is it? Let
And-
me take a look again.
Yeah, it's if you're within 5 feet of it, no other creatures are within 5 feet of it, and you don't have disadvantage.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh well.
It's all good.
Oh well. In that case, let's just do normal damage. Let's pierce a fish today. Let's harpoon a fish.
Awesome.
Who wants shish kebab?
Turn off sneak attack. And bam.
Ooh, yikes.
Ouch.
That's still pretty respectable damage. Nice.
Alright, and is there anything else that I want to do?
Apart from cry.
Apart from... Excuse me 1 second.
Okay.
He's gonna go cry.
You do a little cry.
There
Sorry
he
about
go
that.
to cry.
Feel better after your cry?
Is this... Shut it. Is this a spot right here that's particularly dark?
It's the middle of the night. I think that's just showing that's where drop-off into the water happens. That's like a slope, rather.
I'm gonna hide behind the slope. Let's do it!
Okay.
Just crawl down into the slope and hide. Just get some advantage from that, hopefully. And see, stealth. Stealth, where is stealth? There is stealth.
Alright. Incredibly, the Maro sees you like, huh, he's going over towards the water. That's way easier to see. I don't know. I'm blind for some reason. I don't know. Suddenly I can't read.
What the fuck are rocks, dude? What?
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Okay. And da-da-da-da-da. Okay, cool. That's a thing that's going to happen. I just need to adjust that. Meanwhile, it is the Maro spellcaster's turn. Oh boy!
Oh boy.
The spellcaster is going to look over the direction of whoever shot that bow, see there's nothing there. Must be just my imagination. And then turn towards Trevlon, Momo, and Corellian, all gathered up.
Oh.
Raise the
Yay.
staff again.
Oh.
And I'm going to need you all to make strength saving throws.
Okay.
Oh, this is my strong suit, baby.
And
It isn't.
Wow! Everyone but
It's
Momo
my turn
failed.
for the brain cell.
Okay.
Whoa! What?
That's a watery sphere.
What?
Yep. Trevlon and Corellian, you are taken by surprise as a droplet of water appears in the air around you, and Momo, you step back, but Corellian and Trevlon don't in time as it expands and catches you in this floating sphere of water. You are restrained by it, and and you are currently floating off the ground. This is fun. It's fine. Everything is fine.
We currently cannot breathe inside the sphere, right?
No.
This is Trevlon's worst fucking nightmare.
Don't worry, my friends. You have my support.
Oh, boy! Okay. I'm also gonna need Constitution saving throws from the both of you to hold your breath.
Let's see how long Trevlon.
so you get a
Breath
+4.
Cool.
+4. Alright.
Oh, thank God!
22.
You are holding your breath, thankfully, but this is not a fun experience.
God, that's like the scariest thing ever.
It is a concentration spell though, so if they lose their concentration, I'm just saying.
Alright. And then, seeing that the watery sphere is up, the priest is going to dive under the water! Because
Oh.
neener, try hitting them from range when they're underwater, fucko! Alright.
Oh, angry. Angry noises.
Angry!
Angary.
Alright. More Maro are going to once again try and get the kobolds off the cannon. With some spear action. Miss. Miss. Hit!
Hit.
On one of them. Actually, wait, that one is engaging. That one's engaging the flying dagger.
The Flying Dutchman.
I was just thinking that.
Still enough to take that out, though. And miss to the dagger. Maro up top are gonna toss spears, because they can't quite get to that swivel gun. Miss. That's a hit. Leftmost kobold is struck in the leg by a spear. That really hurts. And then they're gonna try and finish him off. and I keep getting DMs in the middle of a stream!
Wasn't me this time.
Yep. Okay, that is a miss. The kobolds are hit sometimes, but even with a couple of losses, they laugh and are like, "Ha! We got this one in the bag, boys!" And then you hear a loud rumble from below. And then a much larger Maro surfaces from the water, first by the swivel gun, second over by where the kobold shaman
What the
dove.
fuck is that?
That's a Maro!
That's an omen of death!
Oh.
And you hear one roaring from to the northwest. So yeah, let me just copy and paste this into Discord chat so you can see that's a Maro.
That's
That's not a
Maro.
marrow! That's scary!
Alright.
That's a scarab.
Did you forget that Maro were originally scary?
Mm-hmm.
Did you forget that I'm gonna fight you?
Yeah.
No.
They surface from the water, see what's going on, see that Momo is not caught by a watery sphere, and the lower right one is gonna swim over. Never had you cook what you eat before. Oh boy!
I'm just stunted with fear.
I'm also going to need you to make a strength check, Momo.
Ow!
Still get a plus?
Man!
Oh no,
Yes!
sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
A strength roll?
Strength roll, yes,
Where's
against the Maro.
Okay.
Would I be able to use
Oh!
cut? Never mind.
You are a mighty bird, and even though you take damage from being impaled by a freaking harpoon, you manage to hold fast your ground, so the Maro pulls back the harpoon. But Morders will get an appetizer. Pulls up
What?
the kobold from below, and just bites him and rips him in half and starts chowing down.
Oh my god.
Alright, the Maro up above are going to go for the kobolds that are on the swivel gun. That is a hit. Yanked off the side into the drink with the Maro, and that Maro dives down with his meal. While the up top Maro is going to go for the ones manning the cannon. That's a hit. Same result. This is not going great for the kobolds now. Let's see, how many remaining kobold commanders are there? 2, okay. One is going to chuck a spear to try and take out an injured, not unit, Maro. For not enough to hit. And the other's gonna load up the cannon. Jedlon, you are currently in a floating sphere of water.
I can cast spells in this, right?
No,
Nah.
you are restrained, and if you open your mouth, you will swallow water.
So I can't do things verbally. Great. How do I get out?
You may attempt another strength saving throw as an action.
I mean, I'm not much use otherwise. Yeah, I'll do it.
Cool, that would be the end of your turn, by the way.
You can do it, I believe in you.
No bonus actions either?
No bonus actions.
Man, fuck.
You get a +4?
Oh,
Alright.
fuck, yes!
With a +4, that's enough to drop out and roll out of the water sphere, gasping for air.
I fucking hate these things.
Alright,
Who else is stuck in it, by the way?
Corellian.
Corellian.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't.
Junk Shaman's gonna go get Stabby up top.
Fuck yeah.
Go get Stabby!
He's gonna try if the damn thing will let me type.
You can do it.
Cool.
Hey.
One of the blades sinks into the water. I meant to do that!
Jeez.
That was my amazing distraction!
I forgot how wonderful kobolds were.
That was also my amazing distraction!
Oh my god.
You see Corellian roll their eyes at you.
Jump shot me! Please!
None of them hit! So instead, the two down below are gonna try and stab Big Chungus here.
Haven't heard that name in years.
There's one.
That's a hit.
That's Chungus.
That is 6 damage, I think. And then there is going to be one more. That's also a hit.
Yes.
Cool. 12 damage total to Big Chungus, who gets up, sees these things stabbing him as he's covered in blood, most of it not his own, and chuckles. Momo!
I've been waiting to do this one. I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke on Big Chungus.
That is a reaction to when you take damage.
Ugh! Oh man, okay. Then I guess I'll just use, Flaming Strike!
Flaming Sphere?
Flaming Strike.
Okay.
It's a level 5 domain spell.
Oh, okay, yeah. Flame Strike. That's gonna kick some ass.
Hell yeah, it is! Ugh! Yes, level 5 please.
Cool. That is not a lot of damage for Flame Strike. I'm gonna double check that formula.
46 or half on
Yeah.
fail.
No, I mean, I think you just kinda got fucked by 2 1s on Flame Strike. Oof.
The universe is kind.
It is 10-foot radius, though.
10-foot radius, but the caster's
Listen, he's-
underwater, so...
He's afraid. He doesn't know, like... He's very distracted.
I'm gonna rule that Flame Strike cannot go through the surface of the water.
Why are you so mean to me?
Physics.
Kidding.
Cool. And then, Corellian, you are still restrained.
Well, I guess my best option would be to try and unrestrain myself, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Strength
Strength save, yes. Yeah, that'll make it.
17. Cool, I'm out then.
Cool. Alright. The kobolds are going to whip the cannon around and fire at the big boy.
Duck!
Alright. That is just barely a hit. And is that all you have, little man? Bam! There is now a hole in his chest.
That's where that came from! You!
Alright. The other kobolds are going to scramble to finally manage to get the other cannon loaded. Fire at the big boy.
Woofed.
Bam! They fire, and they celebrate, and then Big Boy looks up at them, pissed as hell. Then the other kobolds are like, fuck no, I'm not gonna engage these guys unless I have a damn swivel gun by my side. So, bam, they take out one of the Maro up top, not even gonna roll for damage, because that Maro was at low HP. And then, hey, buddy, can you come help me shoot this swivel gun up top? There's a giant man who ate my last swivel gun partner. And they shoot him. The swivel gun is not as big as a cannon shot, so it strikes him in the chest and then sinks into the water below. Malifane.
Alright. Malifane, seeing what's going on up top, is going to rush over to their aid. He is going to take a stance against the giant fucking Maro, and out of character, I've learned my mistake this time. I am within 5 feet of it with a melee weapon, and there are no other living creatures next to me. So let's try this again, shall
Put it
we?
down, buddy.
Sneak that son of a gun.
Alright, presently, come on.
That's a hit.
Whisk.
Yes!
Alright, who wants sushi? Oh. I see.
Am I meant to be impressed, little man?
I see. How many bigger kobold are here? No others. I see. In that case, action surge.
That's a hit.
There we go.
That's more like it.
Attack on once during your turn.
Yeah, you get
Oh.
sneak attack once per turn.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Well, so much for that. Oh well. 15 it is.
15 it. 7 it is.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to double check the effect of this spell, because it could either be very nasty or pretty nasty.
Either way, it's nasty.
Nasty.
Alright. Let's see here. The Maro surfaces, sees that everyone is still standing, raises their staff, and let me check the area of effect. Oh boy.
Worry.
Ooh,
Oh!
baby.
60?
Oh.
So within a 100-foot cube. So oh yeah, that's gonna get all of you.
Oh, yay!
As the Maro raises their staff, the water starts rising very, very, very quickly.
What spell is this again?
This is control water, and they're using it to flood the area.
Oh!
Trevlon yells as this is happening to Momo. Water walk! Water walk!
Ah, what a look!
Fly!
Alright.
Both!
Alright. It rises by 20 feet.
Holy mother of Christ!
So basically, the cannons are just kind of floating in midair, swivel guns are still attached to the rock, and everyone needs to be holding their breath.
Everyone.
Constitution.
Except, obviously, the Maro.
Constitution, saving
Constitution, baby. Momo, you're not holding your breath.
Mama's panicking.
Alright. Neither are you, Corellian.
Christ.
Got that hot, 8. You know it.
You know it,
8,
baby.
not 8. Fuck. 6. I can't count. I can't do math.
That hot 6, baby. You needed at least a 10 to not immediately be drowning.
Oof.
Yeah. And as Momo and Corellian flail, I don't need the ruler. The shaman is going to swim over here, rip the banner off of Corellian's neck, and swim off.
That's what I was afraid of.
Oh man.
That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Alright. The Maro, now having nothing to fear, swim onto what was land and get stabby. Miss. Gets parried. That's a hit. On
Parents, you fucking casual.
Yep. Chomp. They hook one of the kobolds onto spear, and the one that was manning the swivel gun is now dead. Dead.
Yeah, Dad.
Alright. Other Maro gonna do the same thing for those manning the western cannon. Also using two-handed spears. Miss. And hit. Dead. Alright. So, the big boys. One,
Yeah.
the one by Malifane looks over, smirks, and says in Aquan, "You look like you have more meat on your bones. This will be fun." And tries to stab you in the chest with a harpoon. Just barely a miss, I think.
That's a miss. 17 armor class.
Cool.
I love rogues.
Oh.
Yeah. But then he is going to claw at bits of you for a total of 16 slashing damage.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that. Can I?
Cool, yeah. Yeah, you can.
67. Okay. Thank you.
Alright. The western one laughs. "Where is your big gun now, little man?" And is going to throw his harpoon. That's a miss, actually. But that's not going to stop him from going in for the chompies. Yeah, that is a dead and flaming kobold in big guy's mouth. Can the dragon shield hold his breath? No.
No.
Oh my god!
And kind of. But he cannot swim. So that's going to be fun trying to fight in the water. Mm-hmm. So he's going to try and stab at the Maro, but it will be with disadvantage. Wait, no, what am I saying? No, he's got a spear. That's piercing. It doesn't get disadvantage in the water. It just kind of pokes the Maro lightly in the side with Trevlon, this is a worst case scenario.
This is fucked. If Trevlon swims up to breathe, will he be able to cast a spell?
Yes.
Trevlon would like to swim upwards to try and breathe.
Okay.
He would then like to cast Dissonant Whispers at level 4 on this motherfucker to make him stop concentrating.
Okay. Does Dissonant Whispers stop concentration? I need to double check.
I thought any damage stops concentration.
If they make a saving throw. If they don't make a saving throw, then, Cool. First, wisdom saving throw to take
I would
half.
like to also use
No.
cutting words on this guy to stop him. Also, cutting words. That's a D8 against whatever he's got.
Cool. He's going to need to make 10 with a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
The water drops down. Alright. The
I'm
Maro have now
cutting
flopped
fucking
onto
fish.
land.
It dropped on the deck and flopped like a fish.
Mm-hmm.
fallen empires!
Fallen empires, fallen empires.
Jojo, help me with this, but Alex! The Empires are falling!
Alex!
Alex!
Alright. Junk Shaman is going to send stabby stabs over there. He doesn't have animate objects on his character sheet, so I have to manually type it in every time, and it sucks. That's barely enough to hit, and the Western Maro, as he drops onto land, is like, "You think you scare me? You don't scare..." And he's dead.
Yikes.
And then one's gonna try and backstab the Maro that stabbed his buddy. Not a 1d20, a 1d4, please, come on. Work with me.
There we go.
There we go. And that is just barely enough to drive itself into the back of the Maro's head and kill it.
Good.
He's keeping the one still spinning around him just in case. Momo, you sputter and get to your feet, having almost drowned.
I wanna use my short bow on this fucker.
Okay.
Can I do that?
You can, if a short bow's what you want to do, then yeah, go for it. That's a hit.
I did it.
Cool. Alright. You knock an arrow from your short bow and fire it. It hits the shaman with a thump, and the shaman looks over like, what the fuck, man?
Uncanonically, Momo just kind of goes like, fuck you.
Krellian snarls and moves forward.
Wreck that guy's shit.
Do it.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
I don't think I need to tell you the nat 20 hit.
Cool. Does that kill? Because if not, I'm gonna smite.
Based on the way I use crits for players, yeah, that is a kill, as you just, like, are sick of this water manipulating motherfucker's shit and drive your pick straight through his skull.
Good.
Take the banner.
Yeah, I'll fucking grab
The banner
that
has
yeah.
sunken under the water.
God damn it.
Fuck it, I'm not diving for it.
Oh, at least it's, like, nowhere to be seen now.
Okay.
I believe that would be... Yeah, I'd say that's my turn.
Cool. The kobold is going to... The kobolds, rather, by Malifane, are going to sputter, check to make sure the swivel gun still works. Fuck, it doesn't, so they can't get to it to fire it in time. One's gonna run up and try to hit the Maro with a sling. Oh my god, it hit. Dunk! The hell was that? Says the Maro.
Courage.
Meanwhile, this one's being like, fuck it, I'm being attacked by fish, I'm gonna go out in the blaze of glory. And is gonna try stabbing. The Maro just kind of grabs the whole of the kobold's skull in one hand and yeets him over the side. The other kobolds are going to take advantage of pack tactics to try and stab this Maro. For... Nope. That's the Maro's character sheet. I don't want the Maro to be stabbing.
Maro don't need to get stabbed.
Alright. So that is one attack, and then... Oh my god! Teaming up, they just tackle the flopping Maro as it falls to the ground and drive their daggers into it.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
The other kobold is gonna look over at his captain and be like, buddy, are you okay? Help! And just try and shake him awake. The others with the cannons can't really fire safely into the chaos, so they're gonna hold back for now. Malifane!
Sorry, one moment. No, this thing's still alive, so we can't exactly have that right now. Well, not alive, but conscious. You know what I mean. Yeah, this thing's still conscious. Let's try and fix that if we can.
Speaking of conscious, I realized I didn't check to see if you guys were not going for kills. Whoops.
Yeah,
I was definitely going for a kill on the shaman.
Oh,
So.
yeah,
Same with-
fucking me too.
Same with Travelon.
Here's the thing. Can I just say, unless specifically stated, just assume always that Malifane is going non-lethal.
I mean, that's fair for Malifane, yes.
Yeah. Anyways, that's a single sneak. Wait, does that hit?
That's a hit.
Okay, yeah, single sneak attack. That's better.
Yeah. As the Maro just tosses the kobold into the water, you take advantage of his distraction by just, like, clambering along his back and driving the crescent blade's blunt end directly into his skull.
Oh, yikes.
I was about to have you do it with the pointy end.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, you're Khalil Torian, right?
I mean, give it 2 days.
What's the
Cool.
I think then I'm just going to use the rest of my movement to just heckin' get in this Maro's way.
Alright. The Maro see that they are pretty clearly outgunned, so this one's going to crawl 1, 2, disengage, by the way, and dive under the water. Yeah, the Maro are retreating.
They're smart fuckers.
I just need to move these Maro off to the I ain't in this fight layer. Double check to see if any more can get out. Oh yeah, definitely. Quick! Hi! This is clearly a fight they cannot win, so the Maro that remain dive underwater and swim away.
Cool, cool.
Alright. The kobolds fire some pot shots after them, but most of them just outright miss. And combat is over.
Very good.
I guess I'll sort of check in with the other kobolds since I'm the person who speaks Draconic, asks them if they're okay, etc. That sort of.
As okay as we'll ever be, I suppose. Waiting for any reinforcements and have been for a while. But hey, I guess in some sense we got them.
How long's been a while?
He turns to another kobold.
Is this the 3rd day of the siege or the 4th? Look, man, I've been awake for I don't know how long. Don't ask me anything about keeping track of days.
No worries. Thank you. Do you have a way to send word back to the rig?
Not especially. Usually we wait for word to come over to us.
Gotcha.
I'm assuming
there
that
a way to
Corellian's
get
translating
on-
for all
yeah.
of you, so all of you
Yes,
can.
I will be
Yeah.
repeating for everyone.
Yeah, Malvin can only understand so much.
Are we gonna try and hop on the rig and talk, or are we? Hate to say it, fellas, but it looks like we've chosen a side here.
Well, yeah, I sure as shit isn't. I sure as shit am not going back there.
Yeah.
Why would we want to? They treat us like garbage over there.
Well, yeah, we were dead the moment we stepped inside the city walls.
There's one person I'm not entirely... There's one person I'm a little concerned about, though. One person that's not going to be too happy about this.
Kailani, I know. Look, mate. I appreciate that we have to look out for our friends. I want to look out for him. Hell, if we get the opportunity, we'll send a message to tell him to get the hell out of Dodge as quickly as he can, as soon as he has the opportunity to run from that crazy High Priestess bitch. Now, as soon as we walked in, we got treated like criminals. Granted, we were, but to be deserved to be tortured, to be drowned. As soon as we got up, the Maro just started. Granted, of course, the kobold shot us first, but that's miscommunication. Point is, I don't think we can stay neutral anymore. We want to, we just can't.
This is a different kind of territory than we were in Fortnite.
Just don't expect me to... We're forced to see...
One of the kobolds coughs.
If you guys are talking about picking a side,
Yeah, no,
you'd be much
We're
more
choosing.
useful out. You'd be much more useful out here, saving the other platforms, than you would be going onto the rig. But hey, I'm not here to tell you what to do.
As man on the internet breaks the fourth wall to tell you that technically you are on the neutral path, and will continue to do so if you go straight to the rig.
I think we should continue on to
We need to get to Snowblue and tell her what's going on.
Should I send her a message?
No,
Nah.
save your strength. We need to just get on that rig.
If we have to fight any of our friends, don't expect me to take any part in it.
Yeah,
Fine,
don't.
relevant.
We're not gonna hopefully get to that. There are no boats going to the rig from here, so Momo, could you water walk
yes.
us?
Well, our boat's still technically afloat, right? Right.
Do you trust it?
Wouldn't count on it.
Yeah,
Okay. Stand still. And he casts Water Walk on Corellian, Trevlon, and Malphane and himself.
Cool,
I'm
because
assuming you're casting that as a ritual, yes?
Yeah.
absolutely, that doesn't take a spell slot, so you take an additional 10 minutes to enchant the group so that they can walk on the surface of the water.
Okay.
Well, is it possible to take a short rest while
I was going to
that
say,
damage is
short
happening,
rests
or
take 10 minutes, so...
That they do.
what do you think?
It would have to be another 10 minutes for Momo, because his 10 minutes were spent casting spells, which is not light action.
I'll be okay.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out for you.
Thank you.
You're doing good work, Phoenix.
Mama kind of like happy bird noises.
One and a 2.
Let's see... It's the hit dice one, right?
Yeah,
yes, that is what short rests do.
Ooh. That heals me right back up to full health.
As does that for me.
Nice.
Let's have a chat.
Are you ready? Can you guys walk properly?
Oh, Peachy, let's do this.
Ready as we'll ever be.
Alright. You endure a whole lot of stairs as you just get up and walk across the surface of the water towards the rig.
Oh man.
It looks to have been outfitted with some more defenses. There are multiple cannons along the edge of the rig here. And I forgot to turn dynamic lighting on for this map.
Oof.
Abracadabra.
If it makes you feel any better, I only remember seeing a quantity. I don't remember where they were positioned.
Yep. You look up and you see a couple of kobolds patrolling the edges of the rig. Are you going stealthily?
Yeah.
I think we should like just tell them what's going on, that we're with Snowblue and that we're on their side. And if
Worked
they...
so well last time.
Okay.
I mean, we could work.
I feel like there's a better chance of them listening to us now than it would have been there. Because those defenses were set up so people can't get into the rig. They let us through now. So they should... That's just my theory. Whatever you guys want to do.
Well, I'm gonna say right now, if you guys can't agree on something, Krellin's just gonna say something up to the kobolds.
Alright. As you call up, the kobolds jump up in alarm and they call back, "We got people at the perimeter!"
Oh dear.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're from one of the outposts. We just fended off a Maro attack. That's second Snowblue know we're coming.
Roll initiative.
God. Fucking... This is what happens when I try to be nice. No more Mr. Nice
This
Birdie.
is why Mom doesn't fucking love you!
This is why Mom doesn't fucking love me.
Do we even have time for an encounter?
You should.
I like that decimal initiative.
Yeah, I like 15.14 over here. My hero.
I am a mathematical wizard!
Oh god, my worst enemy.
I think I have it that way because I set it up to use a decimal point to see who has got the higher dexterity if there's a tie, but fuck it. It doesn't matter, there are no ties here. Alright. So that is Malafane up first.
Alright, is this the underside of the platform?
That is the underside of the platform. You will need to clamber up onto it from there, yes.
Cool, Malafane's gonna dash underneath and hide.
You're not gonna. Okay.
What?
Not gonna say anything? You could try and persuade him, and then run.
Malafane, persuade someone.
Fucking, you speak Draconic. You're the do it, please.
Malafane, you think Malafane speaks Draconic?
Can he not speak Draconic?
He speaks like Pigeon Draconic.
Yes, he is an adept linguist. That doesn't mean it's part of his languages.
Yeah.
Fucking.
He can say,
Okay.
Donde está la biblioteca?
Basically.
That was good. That was good.
So Malafane's just gonna go doom 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 doom.
I like the musical adaptation.
Thank you. And pray that this works.
Okay. You are fairly certain these kobolds do not see you as you duck under the rig, or at the very least, they can't fire on you with cannons, which works just as well.
In that case, he's just gonna stay under there and see how everything else plays out.
Alright. You hear some clambering from up above, and you hear a grizzled voice yell, "What's all the racket?" Oh! And then there is a loud sigh as... What would he do in this situation? Oh yeah!
He cast fist!
He cast fist! So, you hear some magical chanting, and then hail starts to pour down in a 20-foot cylinder with a 40-foot radius, so he's going to put it so it is... back there a bit. Oh, wait, no, not over there. He doesn't want any of it to hit the rig, so it's just gonna hit these guys.
Ow!
Great.
Yep.
I knew I should have
Freezing
kept
rain
Master
and sleet
Tactics.
fall just concentrated in that area. And then I'm going to need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Excuse me.
Everyone gets a +4.
Hey, Jojo. Hey, Jojo, guess what you should probably put something into next ability score increase, Jojo?
Boom.
Hey, Jojo, guess what?
What, Scott?
Dexterity.
You fall prone. Now, I'm going to make a ruling that you can walk on water, but you can't lay on water.
Oh.
Why are you...
So, that means that Momo and Corellian slowly start to sink as the kobold is going to aim a cannon over at Trevlon.
Of course he is. That's a hit.
That's a hit. Bam! I don't know how you can tank a fucking cannon, Paul, but you do.
It's fucking travel on Blue Quill.
I am Thavagoth Bluequill.
The other one is going to take aim with another cannon, scanning the area for like, wait, weren't there a lot more? So he's going to delay firing the cannon, but that'll do it with disadvantage, because fuck it, those are the rules I made up for cannons now.
You're valid.
Cool.
Trevlon.
Trevlon is. Can he see this dumb?
Your light has sunken under the water. Unless you're still holding the lantern of revealing, in which case it would go out to here, I think?
Right. Yeah, this guy's not 30 feet Yeah, he's only so far ahead. Trevlon's in no position to try and communicate. He's going to try and do what Malafane did. Casting Mass Healing Word as a bonus action with his Warlock thing, and he's going to cast that at level 4. That's my Warlock thing used for the day.
Cool.
Great.
Alright.
And
so that is Momo and Trevlon healing up 10 HP.
Yep.
Yay!
And Trevlon's going to pick up where Malafane is and try and hide too.
Are you going to disengage when you do that?
Yeah, I am.
Alright. So, Momo, gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
You are holding your breath, but you should probably get out of the water, like, now.
Yeah, can I try and pull Corellian out too?
That would take, I'd say, all your movement, but yeah, you can unprone Corellian and then surface.
Okay. That's what I do.
Cool. That's your movement. Do you want to do anything else?
There's nothing I really can do. Did Water Walk fade on us? Like, do we not, or can we stand up now?
Water Walk is an amazing spell because it's not concentration and lasts for an hour.
Woo! Fuck yeah! I don't really think there's anything I can do. So, I'm just gonna wait my next turn to go to where Malafane and Trevlon are. Unless I can do that now? But you said I used up all my movement.
You used up all your movement.
Okay, then I will wait.
Alright.
Unless Corelli wants to carry.
So, Malafane and Trevlon, as you duck beneath the oil rig, you hear something going as you see a shape slowly move through the water. And jumping up from below, mouth spread wide for a bite, is a crocodile about to bite Malafane.
Are you kidding me?
I see.
That's like my worst fear of all time! Why would you do this to me?
Suddenly from underwater you hear.
You have good references!
So, the crocodile leaps from Malafane, who dives backward against the rig, and there's a loud chong as it catches its jaws against the metal, and is just trying to bite down on nothing, but it is flailing around in place. I'm gonna say this gives it disadvantage to whack Trevlon with the tail. Giant flailing crocodile! That's there!
Giant flailing crocodile.
Giant flailing crocodile. Is this gonna be another octopus scenario?
No. Corellian!
Where the fuck is Azaka when you need her? I mean, what? Corellian is going to, first off, be absolutely shocked and astonished there's a giant fucking crocodile, but, I'm a simple man. I see thing trying to eat friend. I try and fucking hit the thing trying to eat friends. I'm gonna move forward and do that. Let me pull up my character sheet and make my attack.
I was rolling as a hidden thing for the giant crocodile, I just realized, but neither of those hit, by the way. Just in case you didn't realize. Oh, wait.
That's
Thank
fine.
you.
I'm
both,
gonna...
Actually, sorry. Bad phrasing. Neither the crocodile's attacks hit, both of Corellian's hit.
Oh, sweet.
Cool.
So does that much damage, and... Momo, just fly for it!
Okay!
Alright. Malafane, crocodile!
Crocodile, cool. It's big, it's giant, but it's also clumsy. It's probably not gonna get to him. I have an idea, but I have no idea if this is gonna fucking work. Let's try it anyway. So first of all, you know what? Fuck it. It's one target. I'm gonna risk an opportunity attack. I'm gonna move towards one of the cannons underneath the platform.
Cool. Another fucking nat 1 for the crocodile to bite something! Oh my god!
God damn it, crocodile, why do you suck?
Alex, would it be possible to use thieves' tools to disarm a cannon?
If you were
How far
next
in
to
the
the...
air
It is about 20 feet up in the air at least.
Grappling hook?
You could certainly grapple onto the cannon and try something next turn.
Fuck it.
Alright, make an acrobatics check.
Finally! I can do this thing! I can finally use acrobatics! Jesus Christ. Okay, now watch this be the nat 1 that I get for the day. Okay.
It's not! He managed to wrap the hook around the cannon. Nice!
You did it!
That's my move.
Alright. Then you hear the old grizzled voice again saying, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And, he is going to conjure up a gust of wind in a line. Oh wait, no, he needs to get closer to do that. And he will not do that! Haha!
Aha!
Ah!
Instead, he is going to... Actually, yeah, he kind of has to move closer to use anything damaging, so... Gonna move over this way and cast Ray of Frost at Malifane.
I see.
Ooh.
Of course.
Bam! You are struck by a ray of cold for 16 damage, and it just chills you down to the bone. Your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of the wizard's next turn.
Brought down to the same speed as everyone else. What will I do?
Not use any more sass before you get slapped!
Can I see the person with who had that voice, or?
You can look up, and it looks like a very old, very tired-looking kobold in wizard's robes cast it, and he calls down, "Can you leave now?"
Oh, I actually kind of feel bad now.
Alright.
Survive!
Out of character, I feel bad, I mean.
So I forgot to roll for disadvantage with the cannon for this guy, but that's okay. I'll say he was holding his turn until he could see someone, so that he could fire at... He's going to look at Corellian and see that's the biggest threat, because this is a smart kobold. Kobolds know kobolds are a threat.
Hey.
That's the biggest threat, not the
giant fucking crocodile.
Not the giant fucking crocodiles with them! Alright.
On that side.
Corellian, oh my god, fucking plate armor and a shield, tanks a cannon shot. What are you?
A god among
Fucking
men.
pissed.
Hello, I am Thavagoth Velis.
Alright, the kobold's going to see a grappling rope against the cannon, be like, what the hell? Pull out a dagger and try to cut it off.
Oh.
I'm gonna say this is sleight of hand against the 18. Doesn't manage.
Whew.
Cool. You hear the scurrying and bang, bang, bang of something against metal from up ahead, so you imagine that there are other kobolds on the rig.
I honestly thought you were going to say there were more crocodiles.
Surprise, the crocodiles are manning the cannons now!
Oh no.
Trevlon!
Final time I'm gonna use the book to cast Sending. Casting Sending at Snalgoo. Maybe this time it'll work. Maybe she'll understand the severity of the situation. And Trevlon is going to say, "At the rig, crocodile eating us, call your friends off, please."
Okay. You don't get a response.
Oh no.
Snalgoo's not responding. Great.
Fucking fantastic.
Oh, did you
Trevlon
want to
would
do
like to
movement
give
or bonus actions, by the way?
Yeah, firstly, Trevlon would like to give Bardic Inspiration to Corellian. So you got a D8, brother. Use it wisely. And Trevor would like to try and get the hell away from the crocodile by, I guess, trying to scale up with Malifane on the rope.
Yeah, Maliphane's still dangling, so I mean...
Yeah, I'm climbing with Mal.
Cool.
Disengaging. Is disengaging like a movement action, or is it just a regular
Disengaging is an action.
Well, guess Trevon's getting bit. Trevon's going to try and climb up with Mal.
The crocodile already used its reaction, so it cannot bite you. Yay.
Fuck you, lizard. Bye.
Ow, 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 you're stepping on me.
Fuck
Yeah,
you,
you're not
lizard.
dealing with the lizard, so shut up.
Fuck you, lizard.
All
I'm just
right.
gonna put him here for reference.
Crocodile is dumb as hell. It's going to move so it is flanked. And, once again, try to bite Malifane.
That'll hit.
Chomp! The crocodile slams its jaws down around you, Malifane, and holds you tight in them.
So,
What's
I'm
half of 25?
going...
That's,
12.
Thank you.
And then it's going to go into a death roll, and in doing so, swing its tail at Corellian.
Did you skip my turn?
I did! Sorry!
Didn't happen yet. You could still turn this around. Maybe.
Perhaps.
See you in the future, now change it.
This is the Monado's power!
Ah, okay, so I'm going to fly. And I'm going to cast... Fucking...
Something that will prevent him from getting to Mal, maybe.
Scorching Ray!
Directly on top of him?
Yes.
Okay, well, all of
I'm
those
in
will
the
have
air
disadvantage.
above him.
Okay, please be at least 10 feet above him, otherwise you have disadvantage.
Yeah, of course. That's what I figured, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm like 10 feet above him, and I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Only the first one hit.
Of all the fucking times.
Spec.
Crocodile is not amused by fire against its back. Crocodile once more fast forwards in time and does the thing.
Same exact sound. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a different event. It just happened at a different place in time.
Dedication.
All right.
Impressed that you managed the same sound.
And then it's going to go into a death roll with Malifane in its jaws, in the process swinging a tail at Corellian. Corellian just, you kind of like step back a little bit and you're fine.
Hold on, Malifane is in Jaws, so there we go.
Corellian.
What would it take to get Malifane out of the jaws of this croc?
You'd have to pry the jaws open with an athletics check.
Momo, get out of harm's way, please. And Krellian will sort of yoink across here and attempt to pry Malifane out of the jaws of the crocodile.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
It's a day for everyone to suck, I guess, but the crocodile sucks just a little bit more.
It sucked in our favor!
You did not have the brain cell.
Alright,
Crocodiles never have brain cells.
you break the
Only
crocodile's
alligators.
grapple just in time for Malifane to slip out before it just chomps down again with its mighty jaws.
Please tell me I'm not back to square one.
The grappling hook is still there, and just grabbing onto it is free.
Thank you. Okay, thieves' tools, right?
You're gonna have to climb up to it first.
Right. Okay. So hand over hand, Mal climbs up the rope of the grappling hook and attempts to reach the cannon.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything for that, or are you going to be nice?
If it's climbing rope, that's easy enough to do without a check.
Excellent. Thank
Especially
you.
since it's the magic grappling hook rope.
Yeah. Awesome. No advantage or disadvantage?
No advantage or disadvantage.
Cool. All right. go.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Congratulations! You managed to, like, unscrew several of the wheels on the cannon, tilting it over into the drink where it splashes over by Corellian. Oh my god!
Welcome to Rogues.
Welcome to Rose.
Nice done. Holy shit.
If you're gonna be a skill monkey, the least I can do is make it possible, but oh my god.
Aren't you proud of yourself?
I am. I'm so happy.
Oi! That shit was expensive!
They're just mildly, just like annoyed. Like,
It's like, oh.
Alright.
That felt good. Okay,
Alright.
I'm done.
Now the Kobold Wizard is going to cast Gust of Wind at Malifane. Wait, no, he has to be... It's in a straight line from him, so he's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Gust of Wind is, I believe... yeah, 10 feet wide, so... From here... Nope.
Oh, yeah, I'm here,
Ruler tool.
but-
Ruler tool, come on, it is here. And... yeah, he can get everyone but Momo with Gust of Wind. So, a burst of wind shoots out from the Kobold Wizard's staff, and I'm going to need everyone to make a strength saving throw.
except
Oh,
Except
a strength
Momo.
saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Well, man, this is gonna be good.
Oh,
Oh, wow! Of course!
well, okay then.
So, Corellian, you can take a cannonball, but wind pops up and you're like, ah, feck! And you immediately are just blown over.
I wasn't expecting it.
Feck! Yeah.
Ah, shit, dude.
I can't believe we've done this.
Corellian, you are pushed 15 feet away, and every line in the direct line of the gust of wind is difficult terrain. Doesn't matter if you made the saving throw. Chevlon and Malifane, you continue to hold where you are.
Oh my goodness.
The kobold looks at the cannon, looks over at you, Malifane, and goes, "Hey!" and is gonna try and push you over the side.
That's fair. Nope. Wait, do I need to roll anything against that, or?
Yeah, it is dexterity to keep your balance.
Oh, okay.
Natural one I've been hoping for.
Just dexterity?
Just dexterity. Oh, wait, no, acrobatics. Actually, you are going to be
well.
fine.
Just add 8 to that.
Okay, yeah. You have no problem just not being pushed over by a tiny fucking kobold.
Suck you, lizard.
His buddy does not bother loading up that next cannon, just walks over to the second one, aims it at Corellian, and fires.
These
Bless
fucking
you.
things suck.
The cannon fires for Corellian, and then boom, it gets caught in the gust of wind and blown right past him.
Jesus Christ, these are...
I actually feel really bad for these kobolds.
Why?
Because this is happening to their kittens.
They're trying to kill us!
I know.
All right.
Again, I'm okay. I'm not talking as Malvin. I'm talking as Scott.
I know, I'm
But still, it's just like,
Keeping you
oh,
on.
we're breaking their toys.
You
Oh,
hear
no.
more clambering along metal, and then Chevlon, in your head you hear, "Get the fuck away from the rig!"
talk to them.
In your head, Chevlon, it is very distinctly Snalgoo's voice, and she is pissed.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Walrus?
Well,
I'm just thinking.
Oh, okay.
Does Trevlon able to respond, or is it just like...
No.
Cool. Trevlon would like to try and climb up further, try and actually stand to see if he can spot this clown over here.
Cool, yeah, you can just barely make it up there. And
Cool.
as you do, you and Malifane see there are 2 hatches at the center of this rig that lead further down into it proper.
Trevlon, first of all, would like to use his awakened mind to communicate telepathically with this guy. He says, "We're friends of Snalgoo. We stopped Maro down the way. Stop fucking killing us." And I'd like to roll persuasion with that, presumably with disadvantage.
You do have disadvantage, yes.
Okay. Or the shot.
Huh? You're breaking our shit and we're trying to get you to leave, and yet here you are. Fuck you, you're not friends of Snargoo.
Momo!
This thing is still alive, right?
Yes!
Okay, then...
He has a point.
He does. I'm gonna go over and grab Corellian and try to lift him higher, so that he's not...
I'm gonna tell you now.
No.
Nah.
Nah.
Okay, never mind then.
Just fly up there, it's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's all I'm really gonna... Actually, no. I'm gonna use a spell, and I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on the,
You're gonna kill them. If you do that, don't...
Okay, never mind. Okay, neutral! Never mind! Leave me alone!
I'm sorry, did you say crocodile or kobold?
No, not kobold, crocodile!
Oh, I could kill that thing. I thought that
Yeah,
was Kobold.
that's what I thought!
Kill the dial.
Destroy him!
You know, it's really not in the spirit of things to take the shittier roll if he's already injured, so I'll go ahead and take that 14. Because I'm a nice DM.
Thank you.
Not so nice as to let the crocodile not attack the only other person in the water.
Aw.
There.
Come on, big boy. Let's wrestle.
Alright.
That hit?
Yeah, he's gonna wrestle.
Wrestle.
Wrestle dazzle.
Bam! You are bit by a fucking crocodile, and oh shit, that hurts. He cannot hit you with the tail, because you're in his mouth. Cool. And now it is your turn.
Let me just do a little bit of math here.
Nobody said there'd be math.
I was told there would be no math.
I could still cast a spell if I'm restrained, right?
If it has just verbal components, yes.
Sick.
Because I also looked at the thing you're probably looking at.
Yes. I mean, by ruler, that is 30 feet away.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna misty step out of the crocodile's mouth and up there.
Yeah, you just teleport out of the crocodile, because fuck that guy.
No thanks. Alright, yeah, that's oh, that's a bonus action. I still technically have an action, but like...
Yep.
Corellian is the coolest one in our group.
Yeah.
Highly doubt, but
Shut face.
I don't really see how any of my actions would be, I don't know, worthwhile here, I suppose. I'm freely asking, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I don't want to attack anyone. So.
Well, there's a variance.
What was that?
Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
Oh, okay. Never mind then, I guess. Well, I suppose I will hold my action, and if someone tries to attack someone within my reach, I'll try and shove them away. And that's basically it, yeah.
Okay. Malifane.
Hey, Alex. Alex, guess what?
What?
I'm gonna take a page out of your playbook, Alex.
Yeah?
Step, step, step. Disengage. and speak to the figure over there. If you don't believe us, you can bring her to us and see for yourself.
Not happening! Not even going to let you try to roll persuasion for that. That is the thing they will not do.
It was worth a shot. I'm not gonna take any other actions. I have no intention of fighting with these characters.
Okay. In that case, it's wizard time! Right, you lot are being ridiculous. He is going to walk over here and cast Thunder Wave. Going to need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, what level is this wizard?
Enough.
Fairly high.
Hi.
Fuck!
That was a disadvantage. Whoops.
Oh.
Yeah, +4.
Cool.
Oh.
Alright, so everyone but Trevlon takes half damage, and Trevlon is pushed back into the water.
Malphine has evasion,
tries to
so
crush.
Malphine has evasion. He takes no damage.
That's a Constitution save, though.
You said Constitution.
Yes, I did. Evasion triggers on dexterity, I thought.
Oh wait. Let me take a look.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Evasion. Nimbly dodge out. When you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a Oh, you're right. My bad.
Cool.
My bad. How much damage was that? That is...
Half
9?
of that is, going to be 7.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Yeah. The kobolds are once more going to try and shove you off of the rig.
Cool,
There-
I guess I'm gonna use my held action to try and shove the first one that tries to shove someone within my reach.
Cool, that's you, so you pre-shove them.
Sick. Just a strength check.
Yep. And now the kobold gets shoved back. The other one's gonna try and shove Momo.
Strength check.
Strength check.
Good thing you can fly.
That's a save, but it's the same result. You are fine. Cool.
Hey, stop it! I hate no backseat.
No! Stop! Trevlon!
Alright. Gonna cast Mass Healing Word again. That's level 3.
Cool. 6 health to
And-
everyone.
Just try and fucking climb up the goddamn thing again.
If you
Making a
dash,
big
yeah, you
strop
can
on
make
it.
it back up to the right of the wizard.
Alright, I have an idea as to what to do next. Let's just sort of keep at this. Just keep staying up here.
Cool. Momo.
Okay. I'm gonna go next to Mal. And
You take an attack of opportunity from Kobold as you do. It doesn't matter, you
Dang it.
missed.
yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary. No, not. Yeah, Sanctuary on Mal.
Okay, yeah. They cannot hit you without making a wisdom saving throw.
Works for me. Thanks,
I
buddy.
didn't know what else to do. I panicked.
I think that will help, actually. Thank you.
The crocodile leaps in and out of the water, just snapping its jaws repeatedly because it cannot climb.
Ha! Ted head.
Corellian!
Well, first off, I'm gonna move forward away from the edge. Yeah, moment, hold on. Listen, we just fended off a Maro attack on one of the outposts. Between that and the crocodile, we're not planning on getting eaten today. And we're definitely not working with the Maro. Trust me, we want them fucking gone as much as you do.
That is way more than 6 seconds, and as you mentioned, we're not here to hurt. They just point at the cannon that's over the side of the rig.
Krellian points at Mal and shrugs. Look, I didn't do that. Oh, you're talking about.
He fired at us first.
I don't control the rogue.
You started it. No takes backs.
No take backsies. Alright. Malifane! Malifane?
Sorry about that. Right, so... I had an idea, but now I don't know if I want to do it because of a thing that someone said. Do I want to do it? Just considering time.
We are over time, so...
If you think that it'll make them stop, do it. And not kill them, do it. I don't...
Momo,
down for
Momo, can I get your help on this?
Sure.
Malifane's going to try and grapple them. More specifically, tie them up. Just so they won't fucking cast any more spells.
You could probably cast spells like psychic spells or some shit.
Well, no one will till we try.
Alright.
That's sleight of hand, right?
Sleight of hand. I'll say you have advantage because it's two... Not advantage, normal because it's two people working, but he's got advantage to get out because he's already on edge and, like, what the fuck are you trying to do? Anyway.
I was trying to...
Beat a 22!
Oh!
Beat a 22.
Beat a 22! Guess I'm trying to beat a 22!
Well...
I'm trying to get a crit one!
Oh! Well then!
I will say
We
that you...
beat a 22!
You did, but it's a nat 20, so I'll just say you throw the ropes onto him, and he is going to spend his turn just trying to get them the fuck off, but you do not manage to tie him up specifically.
In that case, you know what? It serves as a distraction, so plan B. Move. Move. Move.
Please just listen to us.
Disengage.
Why? You threw fucking ropes on me! What the fuck is wrong with you?
We're just trying to get you to stop attacking us so that you'll listen!
Can someone make an insight check for me, please?
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, do you want to?
I'll give
No.
you advantage.
Yeah,
Ooh.
go Mel, go Mel.
Go,
Oh, okay.
go,
I'd-
go.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Insight, 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 insight.
Okay, nice. They look like they will absolutely not stop combat for as long as you're on the rig, and the safest way for you to get through this is probably just to freaking bolt below deck.
It's no
Break
good.
off.
They're not going to listen.
Just go.
So, continuing my movement, disengage, and yeah.
Why are you going out of the
Into the
I
rig.
just said-
Into the rig, Malifane.
Can I
Yeah.
just
Go
take back
up,
my
go
previous
up,
movement?
go up.
Disengage, yeah.
All right.
Whoop.
I'm gonna say there's no particular threat the kobolds pose with daggers and shoving, so the rest of you clamber below deck, and you hear them calling in Draconic, "We got intruders! We got perimeter breach!" And that is where we're going to end our session.
Ah, heckin'
Oh.
frick or frick.
Yeah. We'll see you next time as we wonder, wait, why is this the neutral route? Maybe we'll actually get to figure that out next time on Fallen Empires. Bye-bye, everyone!
Bye, guys. Love y'all.